This is how I managed to talk to some of the biggest content creators out there. Well, hopefully. So, in this day and age, a lot of people tend to put content creators on a pedestal above us, out of our reach and impossible to contact or even talk to. Even myself, I'm guilty of it at times. The general consensus is don't bother messaging because they won't ever respond. But what if everyone has that idea that if everyone's messaging, then I'm not going to bother, and no one ends up messaging? The closest term I could find to this is a false consensus effect, like a cognitive bias that causes people to overestimate the prevalence of their own beliefs, values, and behaviors. That's like a rough definition I got. It's a bit fancy, but the whole point is that everyone thinks that something's one way, so that no one bothers it. So in this video, I'm going to test this theory by reaching out to 100 influencers to see just how many, if any, will reply. And the account I messaged on had like 0 followers, just a basic profile picture and a rough bio, no posts. So it really is, it's not a case of, ooh, this person has 10,000 followers and they message me, I'll see what they're up. And 10,000 is not even a lot to some of these people. So last week I did sit down and managed to message some of my favorite content creators out there, and this is how it went. So the first influencer I created is my best bud. I lived with this guy for a year, been friends with him for a long time, LT Shabba. So I messaged LT Shabba, I sent a nice message, and let's see how it goes. Oh, LT Shabba replied. What did he say? I'm sure he's probably busy. He's probably busy. He's just cool. Let's move on to the next one. So I followed 100 influencers on both Instagram and some on Twitter or X, and the plan is just to message them and write a sentence or two saying I'm a fan and this is what I'm doing, have you got any advice? And I'll try and make it more unique for each person just to stand out a bit and seem more genuine, because I'm trying to get a genuine response from them. So the first one I'm going to be messaging is Ludwig. Okay, so that's kind of the first message, kind of a good draft. Yeah, this is the first one of many, so I'm just going to sit here and do all 100 and show the highlights basically, if I come up with anything funny, which will be tough because I'm not the funniest person, but yeah. Okay, that's like way too much montage for a video, so I'll stop doing that. But whilst I was doing it, this funny moment can happen because I didn't realize I pressed the start streaming button instead of the start recording button, and my friend noticed, and then this happened. You alright, mate? No? Oh shit, oopsie. So it's been a week now, and now that I know every time I record something to double check that I'm not streaming it, so I'm not gonna make that mistake again. And out of the 100 influencers I responded, we got, drumroll please, you can add in edit, 5 responses if we include LT Shabba. So 4 good responses. Well, okay, so let me go through the responses and we'll let you know. So out of the 5 people who responded, we had LT Shabba, who, we saw how that went. And then the first person to respond, and responded very quickly, it must have been good timing, was Proddy from the Hit Fellas podcast, which I listen to every week. So I was very happy to get a response from him. And the conversation went something like this. I sent a nice message, and he said, really appreciate the message, brother, very kind. Let me cook and get back to you, mate. He didn't get back to me. So, yeah, I sent a message again saying, hey, gonna get this video out for Wednesday, and he saw it. Now, I've got a lot of love for Proddy, but if bro's cooking time is like that, he is like when Gordon Ramsay goes into the kitchen nightmares for the first time. You're waiting an hour for something and nothing even comes out. So, yeah, that's how it kind of ended up.
The bread was the best part. Oh, yeah, the bread was the only thing that was warm. It's unbelievable. It's cold. They forgot our order.
And I'm surprised none of the food came out warm.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, no response though. But, you know, I do appreciate him even responding in the first place, so no hard feelings, Proddy. Still think you're awesome, mate. The next response, which I was so stoked about because I'm a big fan, was healthygamer_GG, so Dr. K. I'm a big Dr. K fan. I watch all of his videos because, yeah, my mental health, it's like I try to take it seriously. And again, I sent a lovely message because I think what he does is one of the best. I think he's one of the best YouTubers. Like, the thing he provides is one of the best on the platform. So I sent a nice message, and the response was this. He gave me a quote. It said, choose one simple thing that feels impossible to you and do it. Once you do what feels impossible, you'll start seeing what you're actually capable of, which I think is great advice. You know, it's me kind of just taking the plunge of this impossible task of uploading all these videos, but once I start doing it, yeah, it'll start feeling less impossible. I said, thank you so much. And they said, yeah, thanks for your support. It really keeps us going. Wish you the best on your mental health journey. So that was awesome. I was really happy with that. If you're ever struggling mentally, that's a great place to go. Yeah, I can't hate on them at all. They're great. So that's 3 out of 5 of our responses, and we got 2 left. The next one, which was the next person to respond, and they really took a lot of time and effort, so I want to say thank you, is Send It. Send It is a streamer and content creator who I watch a lot. He does a lot of videos with the crew, Speedy, who I first saw him with, and now I watch his videos as well. He said, hey, I appreciate the kind words. Honestly, for the advice, the biggest thing I can say is take it easy on yourself mentally. There are going to be days, weeks, and months where views are down or content is just struggling in general. Keep pushing. When it comes in waves, there will never be a creator out there that doesn't experience this. So I preach taking care of your mental health is huge for content. Wish you the best of luck, fam. I mean, you can't fault him one bit. It's a great message. Again, is prioritizing mental health, which is really underlooked. So yeah, thank you very much. Send It. Great advice. I will definitely be taking that on board. And last but not least, a very funny guy. Again, also plays with the crew, Speedy, who I first saw him with, but I now watch his stuff individually as well. Is Nerd Comedy Gaming. So I sent him a message, just saying, again, I tried to be nice and like give a genuine compliment with every creator. And this is what he said. I sent the nice message, and he said, I appreciate the kind words. Life's too short, so follow your dreams, strive for the future, even if no one else believes in you. At the end of the day, it's your life. Live it how you want to live it every single day. But of course, don't ruin your life either. But at least give it a shot, lol. And I just said thank you so much for the reply. And yeah. So, what have we learned? Is it impossible to get a response from content creators? Probably with the bigger ones. Like, don't get me wrong, these guys' message, I got some responses from creators that were way out of my league, and it was great. But I mean, if you're trying to message Kai Cenat, best of luck. But you might get lucky, I suppose. But again, you gotta also notice that this was from a blank Instagram account. It was just a profile picture and a bio, like 10 followers on it. If you want to change that, please go follow it. But yeah, I think they're not influencers in general aren't quite out of reach as what we think they are. But you shouldn't. I'm not telling you to go spam their DMs now. That is not what I want from this video. But hopefully just to show you that they're people as well at the end of the day, and a lot of them have good intentions. I mean, some don't, So be careful. They're not all great people, but yeah, there's some genuine people out there who actually just genuinely want to help. And that's this week's video. I hope you found it interesting. It was a bit of a rush job because I started part-time work and whatnot, but I really wanted to get something out. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made you laugh, smile at least a little. Please don't send hate to LT Shava. He's actually a great person, and I hope you have a lovely day, a lovely week, a lovely year even. And hopefully see you next Wednesday for the next video, which I'm gonna go figure out now. See ya. Bye.